Change isn't always easy, but it can be a good thing. Fresh set of eyes, a new perspective. I think that's what we need in the Senate right now. An independent leader who represents the values of average South Dakotans. Someone who lives here day in and day out. Someone who listens to the voices of the people. I'm asking you to give me the chance to be that voice. I'm Noem Thune. I approve this message, and I am asking for your vote on Tuesday. I'm Noem Thune, and I approve this message. I believe that the way that you grow the economy is to cut taxes on families and farmers and ranchers and small business people. When you've got a distant bureaucracy in Washington, D.C., they don't know what's best for the people of South Dakota. They don't know how to make decisions that are in the best interest of families here in South Dakota. When you allow people to keep more of what they earn, you get economic growth, you get economic vitality, you create jobs. That's what I believe in. That's why I've consistently voted to cut taxes for working families. I'm Noem Thune, and I approve this message. I don't believe that death ought to be a taxable event. You shouldn't have to go see the IRS and the undertaker on the same visit. We ought to get rid of the death tax and get rid of it permanently. We've got a lot of farmers and ranchers and small business people who want to pass on that business to the next generation, and today they can't do that. That's not a tax on the person who died, that's a tax on the people who are still living. If we want to keep our young people in South Dakota, we've got to allow those people to be able to pass that operation on to the next generation.
Most people in South Dakota believe in three basic principles. Don't spend more money than you have. Don't saddle your children with your debts. Protect the freedom that made our country great. These make perfect sense in South Dakota, but the House of Representatives isn't getting the message. Why? Because right now South Dakota doesn't have a voice in Congress. It's time for that to change. I'm Noem. I approve this message. We need to take a little South Dakota common sense to Congress. When we lost my dad in a farming accident, I came home to help run the family farm. No one asked me to do it. It was just the right thing to do. That's why I'm running for Congress. Washington is attacking our freedom, refusing to balance the budget, and running up debts our children will have to pay off. South Dakota's voice is not being heard in the House. That has to change. I'm Noem. I approve this message because it's the right thing to do.
Washington is on a spending spree, a jobless stimulus, expensive health care mandates, trillions in new debt, and our children forced to pay it back.
The government is here to serve the people, not the other way around.
Noem will go to Washington to rein in spending, balance the budget, help small businesses create jobs, and give South Dakota a voice again.
I'm Noem, and I approve this message.